Bam! Welcome to the Pantelis podcast on a Friday because I know everyone's bored. So I decided to jump on with my buddy Abdul. Abdul,
What's up, man? What's going on, buddy? This is fun. I like hanging out like this. Look at this.
let me ask you, where the hell are you calling in from?
I'm in the West Island in Montreal.
Okay, because what did you do? Did you leave LA because you got
Left
scared?
LA, man. We were in LA and everything started going down, and then the Canadian border, they were like, yeah, we're gonna close the border. That was when Trudeau got all like very emotional, right? And he was like, if you're Canadian, it's time to come home.
Yeah, when he said bring all the what did he say, fly ass broads home? If you're a broad,
Yeah, he
get
was
your ass in Ottawa.
Yeah, well, we didn't know what to do, man. We are just like, so Carolyn lost her, like she got laid off from work, or they just cut all their hours because the restaurant's closed.
Yeah, so that's like they what do they say in the States for places like that have money, like big chains? They go, you're kind of like on hold. You're laid off until shit gets back normal, and then you get the job back, right?
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to be doing. I mean, who knows at the time? Dude, when this ends, who knows where we'll be at? Could they even afford to hire everyone back? Who knows what's going to happen? You know, is there going to be enough customers for stuff to hire people back?
You trying to fucking scare me?
Well, dude, it's the worst. That's what people don't get. Like, nobody even knows when this is coming back. So the longer it goes, the less money people are going to have, the more it's probably going fast, man. I talked to I ordered a part for my truck the other day, and I called the guy, and he goes, we've never been busier. This is insane. So I feel like everyone's just spending all their money now.
Yeah, dude, I've spent on the dumbest shit.
Right, see? And then after, we're all going to be like, oh, shit, we're not going back for a while.
Yeah, I think we're going to eat a dick soon. But I don't know how we're going to afford all this. I don't know how the government's going to, the government, it's all our money. You heard about the people like, thanks to the government for it's not out of Trudeau's pocket. Yeah. We paid for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know they had it all laid around though. I mean, who knew?
I don't think they did. This is why I'm scared. Yeah. Like, I don't know where the fuck this shit's coming from. Like, they pretty much spent everything.
Sure didn't. There's no way America did.
No, they printed it, but they're gonna. Yeah. We're all gonna get screwed.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't know though. America could just make up whatever they want, dude. They just start printing money. Nothing changes. The economy stays the same for some reason. Like nothing happens there.
It trickles down, right? So everyone at the bottom tier is indebted and they're fucked. So I don't know if people who are higher up are going to feel it. But everybody at the bottom definitely in debt. What happened? Did I lose you, Abdul? Oh, there you are. You're back.
Yeah.
Well, I lost you for a second.
Yeah, I keep cutting off there.
Yeah, you all right? Everything okay at home?
If it's my... Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, it's my... Yeah, man, I'm staying alive. Nothing happened drastic that I was aware of. But yeah, the internet just kind of crapped out for a second.
It's the West Island.
Are you good? I'm like... Yeah, it's the West Island, dude. We're far. Where are you, Parc-Ex? Yeah, I'm at my folks' place. My parents have like a duplex and they have an apartment. They don't rent or nothing. So I was like, why stay in LA? Where they're like, and they weren't doing testing. They were so far behind. And we were like, yeah, let's get out of here because it looks like it might get crazy. So just for our own safety. And we're like, may as well be somewhere. Grocery stores, people were just standing right behind you, breathing on your neck. Nobody was like distancing.
But was this in the beginning when they didn't really know how scary it was?
It was early, but it was already at the point where people in Canada, like all you guys, I would see posting on Facebook being like, oh yeah, it's weird now that we have to like be in like 6 feet away from each other at the grocery store. And I'm like, oh man, this is not happening here. And I don't know if I heard some people told me that, yeah, the grocery stores now you have to wait in line, but I don't even know if there's like a, distancing or what they're doing. LA was far behind, man. They're all bullshit too. They're all telling you what their numbers are. They're so way off.
Everyone's lying. You saw China's fucking lying for sure.
China for sure, dude. Dude, they've been at 82,000 for like a month. It's like, yeah, all right, buddy. You went from being the epicenter to like, yeah, we're just going to put on our sandals and go to the beach now. We're fine. Yeah,
no, I don't believe it. First, China is the reason why even Trump looked so stupid. Because remember when he was like, this is a regular bug. Don't worry, nothing's going to happen. It's because he fucking believed what China said. China's like, yeah, this isn't the real thing. Don't worry about it. It's just propaganda. Never listen to the Chinese government, bro. Never listen.
Yeah, the guys at my warehouse over in China are telling me this info. All the guys making my shitty ties.
Never listen to, even Canada, same thing. Everyone's scared. I think the States are the first ones to kind of speak out against China. Everyone's scared to say shit about them.
I know, dude. Everyone's scared to say anything because everyone just jumps to racism now. And the you know what the worst part is, the real racists actually screwed it up, right? The racists did screw this up because they would jump on to everything. There's a protest, they show up. Just sit home and shut up, all right? We don't want to hear your opinion. There's actually smart people that want to say something. But yeah, everyone's scared now. You can't say anything about I'm not scared. I mean, you don't say anything. It's not Chinese people. Everyone worries about that. It's the government.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying the Chinese government, just so that I don't have anyone who misunderstands.
Yeah, it's the government. It's like, I don't hate them. I don't have any, like, Americans are the nicest, some of the nicest people. The government's fucked in their head. You know?
Every government. You know what people forget. And I was having an argument this morning, and my buddy's like, "You got to calm down because you're going to turn into like an angry man." And like a real angry man, you're going to start choking people out for saying something that you don't agree with. Because people are forgetting that the government, they're supposed to be our employees, right?
Yeah.
Somehow that shifted, and we became like under them, and we're just okay with it. Like, since they're our employees, they work for us. Like now in Canada, remember the raises that they were getting, that they pushed? Like, yeah, as of May 1st, we should still get a raise despite what's happening.
Yeah.
Imagine any other corporation, a company, where the CEO doesn't decide, but the employees decide when they're getting a raise and how much, okay?
Yeah.
And dictate policy. How fast is shit going to go off the rails? That's every country. That's what happened to every country. You let these fucking buffoons decide this shit for us when it's our money? That's what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like in Canada, it feels more of a collective than like the government is our boss. It feels more of like, we give our money into the government. They kind of pool it. Some of them do some good shit with it. Some of them fuck up. And then at the end of the day, it's a collective of the country. It doesn't feel like a politician is running one thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. At least for me, I feel like it feels more like we're in it as a country. America feels very different, very divided.
Well, it's a different structure of government too, right? Like with Congress and the lobbying. But even here, it's you know what's strange here? I didn't like. Remember how much money like the current government gave to like CBC? Was it in the billions?
I can't remember, but probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
So what always made me nervous is like when the government's giving excessive amount of money, a specific party is giving you excessive amount of money, and you're like the main media of the country. Yeah, you kind of stop being the news because obviously you're never gonna say the truth if it's against the current regime. They're the one paying you, right? So that always scared the shit out of me. I was like, then we lose it. We don't have news anymore.
I don't think they're specifically trying to aim at one direction or another, but I'm pretty sure it hinders a lot of people's opinions and people in running the show. You know what I mean? So like the showrunner, the news, you know, whoever's directing the news, what gets on, they basically are the ones that could be influenced by that.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
It's not like a CBC mandated thing. Like we got to stay liberal.
No,
but the people in those positions, they want to keep their jobs. They want to keep getting money. They don't want to, dude. There's so rare of those good jobs in Canada. They don't want to give that shit up. They don't want to fuck up their yacht, right? Yeah. Their condo in Toronto. They don't want to screw that. So they just play the game. They're like, all right, let's cater to them. But it's not like a propaganda thing. It's not like we're coming at it hard. It's just like if there is a story that could look really bad, I would feel it, man. When on 22, sometimes you'd feel it where like, they'd go at the conservatives hard, but the liberals, they'd go at them with easier jokes, just fun stuff.
Underhanded, just lobbing.
And I mean, I hate the conservatives. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, underhand some of those jokes over to them. But the liberals, and granted, they do good stuff at times. So there's no point, and don't take them down. At the time, when I was there, the conservatives were running the country, and they were doing some shady shit. So that was why I was going hard at them.
Yeah, I've learned there's no government that's not going to do shady shit. I've learned it's impossible. It's all the same fucking
right. Now, see, that's the thing, is they'll go after the shady shit on the conservative side more, I find, personally, on the news, than they would go at the liberals.
Yeah, because the liberals played it smart. They knew where to put the money. It's like, this is the media. This is people's perception. Make sure we got them on our side.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't like that. If that is the case, it's not a good thing.
It's the case, but it's the case everywhere. It's just we don't see it like in China. Like China's hardcore. China, if you're talking some shit, you disappear. That's the difference, right? Here they'll try to be like, oh, it's hate speech. You're not allowed to say it if you're talking shit. They'll figure something like that out. But in China, it's like, oh, really? That's what the newspaper said? Huh? It's funny. It doesn't exist anymore. No, what are you talking about? The news? No, doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that stuff would happen. I mean, Canada's pretty.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen here.
Yeah, we're not.
I'm not nervous about that. How you enjoying? You started a new podcast with Derek Seguin.
Yeah, man.
Another one of the homies. How do you like doing the podcast? You started a podcast from the get go, distance via Skype.
Right.
Which is to me, it's weird because even now, all this shit is weird to me. I prefer having someone in the room. I think it's completely different. Look at them and hang out with them. But all you're gonna know, your entire podcast producing career is gonna be, remote podcasting. So how do you feel about that?
I hope not, dude. I hope we can sit in the same room together again. That'd be shitty if we can't. I'm not a fan of. I mean, I don't mind this. It's not bad, but it's not as fun. You know what I mean? Like you never leave. You're always at your house. Like, could I just go out? Could I go out? I feel guilty. Some guy honked at me. I was out there walking. He just honked.
Maybe he was checking you out.
I don't know him. He didn't look happy.
Oh, really?
No. So I'm sure he was probably thinking, like, what are you doing outside? Get in your house. Like, really? Can I not go for a walk even?
No, they're very serious about that shit now. People get mad at you.
It's getting a little out of hand with that for sure. And then where's it gonna break? Like, where are we gonna break and go, okay, could we just act a little normal, like it's a flu, but we're not, like how many years into the vaccine are we gonna have to still deal with people being assholes about it all?
Dude, I had a guy, a while ago, it was a bit crazier. This guy that got in the elevator and didn't want other people to walk in. But yesterday I was in the elevator. I was going down to get a package that Amazon left downstairs. And the door's open, and it's just me, just standing there. I was wearing my shorts. I was just looking cool. I don't look sickly. And a guy walks in. He sees me. He's like, oh, no. I'm going to take the next one. And I was laughing. I was like, go ahead. What the fuck do I care? Like, take the next one, take the stairs. I don't give a shit.
But I think that's what you're supposed to do. I think that's the new rule.
Are you crazy? Dude, think about a building if like a couple of hundred people live in there. Are we fucking crazy? What if everybody's trying to get at the same time? No, that's stupid. I'm not going to go make out with this guy.
I know, but that's the thing is you got to look at the reality of this and then compare it with life and see what you got to change. You know, like I get that it's stupid to our everyday normal life, but what is this thing that they're telling us to stay away from it? There's got to be a reason, unless they're all just trying to get us to live indoors for the rest of our lives, and that's the reason. But otherwise, there's got to be a reason. It must be either A, they don't know a lot about it.
They don't
know. That's a
big
thing. They don't know anything about it. So, dude, who knows? What if you catch it and it starts to fucking melt your lungs after 2 years? After you've already, who knows what this thing does? So I think that's what they're worried about is the magnitude of how many people caught it, how fast it traveled, and how little they know. So you don't want the whole the whole public to get infected with this before you even know it, just wipe out humanity. I don't know. I feel like
that's a bit extreme, I find.
It's not though. That's what it's extreme if you're like on a street corner yelling it.
Yeah.
If you're like, we're all gonna die. You look like a psycho.
Like, shut the fuck up, Abdul.
But if you're like, just think about it logically. Don't panic. Just think about it logically. All the steps that we're going through is leading. If it doesn't end, it leads to more and more rules and eventually more deaths and life as we know it just changes.
But people aren't really talking about it anymore, I think. Like, what I see from the people going crazy online, I'm still talking about the virus. Everyone else is sending me other stuff. Everyone's like, be careful, 5G. Bill Gates is trying to microchip you. I was like, why are we forgetting about what we're fighting right now? Let's think about the other conspiracy shit later.
We got the virus they're all trying to link it to their trying to link it to their cause. It's racists showing up to a rally. You're like, this is about getting a new school in the neighborhood. Why are you why do you have a I hate black sign? That doesn't make any sense. You're at the wrong rally, buddy.
And where did you get it? It's like fucking this looks like someone made it. What is that? Is that a factory? Those on hand. They're mass producing those. No, so I'm wondering. Here's the thing about the virus. Do you think that it was man-made in that Wuhan lab, or do you think it was just accidentally created?
I don't think it was. I don't know, man. I don't know anything about anything, man.
Let me tell you something fishy.
I think it's a little fishy. I think it's a little fishy that it came from China at the same time that like they're putting Huawei executives in jail because they don't want them. It's a little bit shady.
Honestly, I don't think China released it on purpose. I am beginning to think that it was an accident from that lab. I read something, but here's the thing. I don't know enough about science, and I don't know enough about to be the guy to listen to. But there's a guy, one of the guys who figured out the HIV strain, a French guy, Montaigne, I think his last name is in France. He was on a podcast, And he said he's convinced 100% that it was man-made because he said there's receptors in it that the HIV virus had and something from the malaria strain. So he goes, no, that's not like a typical evolution. They stay in the same family, like viruses or something.
Yeah.
But this is like clearly a chimera. But maybe this guy's just trying to sell a new book or some shit. Like, I don't know, bro. But I saw that and I was like, ooh, that's fucking some scary ass shit. But again, I'm not the guy to listen to. You know, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think of it except I just don't want it.
Yeah, that's it.
Just stay the hell away from me, man. I don't want to catch this thing. I don't know why we didn't do this for herpes, man. We should have done this a long time ago. Just lock everybody up, man. We can't let this thing get out.
We should have done this as soon as we found out there are legitimate Nickelback fans in the country. We should have started quarantining those cocksuckers.
Well, just close off Alberta. That's pretty easy.
It dies with you.
Yeah. It definitely is weird, man. I don't know what to think, man. How long is this gonna go? How long do you think it's gonna go?
I don't know anymore. I predicted July, but I think my prediction now looks like it's off. It might go even longer.
That's the thing, man. I don't know. That's another reason why I came back. I just didn't know how long or what's going to happen. You know,
but the economy has to start up. The economy. I mean, we have to take precautions, but people will die of famine because everybody. Like right now, I saw you shake your head. You're like, no, you can't start the economy. But everything that's happening right now is the economy.
No, what you're saying is right. Yeah.
Okay.
But it could happen. It could very well happen.
Even doctors are part of the economy. That's the economy. We're paying them to do a job, right? Yeah. When people are like, the government's going to take care of you, you think Trudeau's going to operate on fucking people? Yeah, we need also cities. We're not manufacturing anything. If we really stop the economy and people stop producing and we don't get food, milk, water, fucking electricity, what do you think is going to happen to everyone else? We're all going to die. Yeah. So we have to, in an intelligent fashion, resume our economic duties, right? For shit that we need, obviously, but take new precautions that didn't exist before.
Definitely. Figure out how to do all that, though.
That's what
everyone's doing now.
Yeah, people are going to be broke and there's going to be no food.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's happening right now, buddy. That's exactly we're at the first level of that. We're slowly moving up. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you just read about things like the Great Depression and all that, this is all standard. This has happened before.
Do you think they called it the Great Depression in the time?
I think they would strap anyone who fucking tried to misspeak.
Yeah. But it's we're living in a weird fucking time. But yeah, when I see that, like I saw what's her name, Ocasio-Cortez in the States.
Yeah.
She was happy about like these oil companies that were losing money. But she's like, yeah, that's fucking right because we're gonna move to different. It's like, dude, everyone, you know how many people lost their jobs because of that shit? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I mean,
people need to eat.
That's the thing is, if you figure out a different sector, a different way to do it,
that's not what's happening though.
They could all work there, you know. People shift. You have to. Right now, this is the. I mean, look at what we're doing, dude. Our whole careers have just adapted. We had to adapt, or you just die.
Yeah.
You know how many guys didn't know how to use the internet, and they got to figure all this shit out.
I know. I have friends of mine in comedy that called me to ask me a question about and some were too. I go, oof, it's not even beginner level. Like motherfucker, if you don't have he's like, I barely go on this YouTube thing. And I was like, fuck,
but see what I'm saying? You know how many guys that were like just living a career, man? They had money coming in. They didn't have to worry about it. Yeah. And now your job is just done. Our careers are done, dude. What do you think? You think you're getting on stage anytime soon?
I can't.
We're going to be the last ones.
That's what I said. We have to be the last ones. It's impossible that we're not the last ones. I heard, I was talking to my, he helps me with my career, actually. My de facto manager, he was telling me that he found out that a lot of private theaters and halls are going to start shutting down. They're going to, other people are going to come in and buy them because they're running out of money.
Yeah.
They're going to run out of money. And then he goes, not only that, but the shows that they're supposed to put on, that were delayed, they're not actually going to be put on in the initial delayed date. So, I can't do it March. We're going to do it in July. That's not going to happen because you're not going to make any money. Even if you sold 1,000 tickets, people want refunds. No one's going to show up.
Yeah, dude. What do you think is going to happen? Everything's going to close. Like, how long can a comedy club keep paying rent without actually having a business inside?
I was actually going to call David and ask him how the fuck things are going and what's happening with the Nest because it didn't click before. I was thinking about it this week. I was like, wait a second. If they don't defer payments or if they don't tell them you don't have to pay, where the fuck are they going to get the money to pay the rent?
Well, I mean, they're smart guys, so they'll probably figure something out. But I guess at a certain point, I'm sure they'll have to make a call on, is this worth what we're holding on to? You know what I mean? That's what we're all doing. Everyone's trying to hold on to what they got But I think if it keeps going, eventually you'll get to a point where you go, is this worth what I'm all doing? You know, do I have to cut ties with my old job and figure out a new thing now because this ain't going to come back? You know, what are you going to do? It's the longer it goes, the more you got to start thinking about that. You know, you don't want to think about it too early because then you're going to just drive yourself crazy. But that's the nice thing about having some sort of a deadline. If they would tell you, but they don't know. So right now we're all just sitting back going, should I worry about this or should I not? You know, but eventually it'll get to a point when you start seeing already real estate, if you've seen some reports, is crashing.
I'm excited about that.
I as well. Fuck all those people that drove up the price of real estate so nobody can afford shit.
Yeah, do you remember that time? Who's laughing now, motherfucker?
Exactly. But a lot of people are going to get affected by that, man. Imagine you just bought a house for, $500,000 and then the price drops to 100. Yeah, you still live in the house, but it's a fucking bummer if you don't have a good job to keep paying that.
Yeah, also because your payments are going to change up, right? Especially because the mortgages aren't like long term. Let's say if it's a yearly or 5 years or something.
Yeah.
When they come collecting, they're going to be like, dude, you're paying less than what it's worth.
Exactly. It's like you might as well just declare bankruptcy or something and just wait 7 years and start over or something. I don't know. I'm not a business guy, but it sounds crazy.
No, it is crazy. You're not wrong. All this shit is crazy. Do you think people are going to learn, because you have good skills in terms of like a mechanic, like you could do some stuff with your hands.
Yeah.
Do you think people are going to learn how to fucking plant shit and animal husbandry and something just in case? Because like I said, you laughed. I said animal husbandry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It always sounds like people marrying animals, but it's not. So
what is it?
It's like milking animals and just learning how to farm animals and shit.
Oh,
like
okay.
Yeah.
Animal husbandry.
I don't think it's used anymore, but I think people I think I should learn shit.
That's what
that.
Poseidon is. I'm sure he's fucking milks a cow.
He's someone's animal husband.
He gets some milk from a cow. People are already doing it for sure. I've already thought about it, and people are definitely doing it. I saw a news article about that, about like companies that make seeds are running low on stock because there's just a huge jump of people buying it now. So it's definitely happening. People are definitely thinking about what to do to survive, to just make, because if vegetables get crazy expensive, you can grow them in your backyard. You may as well. What's the point?
That's what I want. I want to be able to grow veggies. And, but I think, what will happen if that happens? I have to 100% become a vegetarian because I don't think I have it in me to kill little chickens and shit.
Really? You wouldn't hunt? You wouldn't do it?
I would if I really needed to hunt. Then I'll hunt. But if I could live without it, I'll feel like a little chicken. I'm gonna fucking cut its head off right now. I'll go eat a fucking
just grow
cucumber.
more, man. You just keep growing them.
But they're not. I'm gonna see it like a living thing. I'm gonna see. That's a problem.
You're Greek. That shouldn't affect you.
I've killed chickens before, bro. I've killed sheep too. Yeah, and it affected
that's
me.
what I'm saying. You guys would go to the farms. It's like us, man. We go to the farms, and as a kid, I used to go to the farms.
Dude, I felt terrible. I remember a sheep getting its throat slit, and then it was crying, and all the other ones were crying while it was happening, and I was like, "This is fucked up."
They definitely know that is a weird.
Yeah,
thing
they know that's what. And I remember from then it used to bother me. I was like, I don't know, I feel weird because we treat them like machines, but they're clearly not machines.
That's why it's not a good hunting. To me, is more humane
because you shoot them in the head.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fast kill. No, just because they're out in the wild, they get to live some sort of a life. They're not like a machine that you just raise, grow it, and then kill it. They get a bit of a chance. They can get out there and see things, and then you take its life.
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna team up with Joe Rogan. I'm gonna be like, listen, what's gonna happen? I'll do all the veggie stuff. I'll even produce the podcast. I'll do all that shit. You just fucking give me some of that bison.
I'll take a hoof, whatever I can get.
Cause this guy doesn't matter. The power could go out. This guy's gonna be fine, bro. He's gonna be starting fires, hunting. He's gonna hunt humans with the bow and arrow
this whole time.
Yeah, but he also knows how to do it. He practices the bow. Like he knows what he's doing.
But imagine the gear, dude. You have a generator. You should be thinking about a generator.
I need a generator, bro.
Get some solar panels, dude. I've been looking up that all the time, but just other reasons.
I guess that's a bad scenario. Because like I said, if I have to, that's different. I'm killing animals, humans, fucking, I'm killing people that don't even deserve it. But if I don't have to, is what I'm saying. I don't have it in me to randomly fucking kill an animal. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
If I have to, it's different. I'm killing all the animals and I'm feeding myself and my family.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I don't think I'd have a problem with. I mean, it definitely would suck. I don't want to have to start slaughtering my own meat.
Yeah.
That's not something I long for on the weekends, to slaughter a cow. I don't feel like doing that, so I hope it doesn't get to that point. But yeah, man, if you got to live, I'd do it. I think I'd do it.
It is fuck, dude. Just eat a fucking cucumber or some shit.
Yeah, I can't.
If I had to live,
could
yeah.
you? Have you tried it? Have you ever tried going a long time without eating meat?
Not super. I didn't try it once, but I made it pretty far, and I realized like a couple of weeks I didn't really eat. Like I ate a little bit of chicken at one point, but I hadn't really eaten like I would normally. And then now I'm back to eating meat again this past week.
Yeah.
But I could. The thing is, I don't know enough. Like Mike knows all these fucking other stuff about vegan.
because you gotta do your protein. You can't screw up on the nutrients that you're supposed to be getting.
I don't fucking know anything about that. So after a while, I'm gonna start feeling weird, and I'll be like, "Get me a fucking steak right now."
Yeah, I could do it. I've done it a little bit because Carolyn tries a lot. Like she tries to keep a healthy diet, but I meat, dude. I need meat. I can't I don't know what it is, but like after a little while, like I could probably do it. But when I eat meat, I'm like, oh, this is what was missing.
Best, right?
I needed this. Yeah,
why does it taste so fucking good?
I think some people need it. I think you either, and it probably depends on your body weight or whatever. I don't know.
My body weight is fat.
I guess I don't know. But maybe like your structure, your body, whichever. I don't know. But some people, I'm sure, need it.
I'm definitely a carnivore.
It makes me feel weak and not good. Even if I eat all the proper nutrients in that, there's something that I always feel off. Like I don't feel as good.
When I eat good meat, like an organic, like a good fucking, from the farm, something good.
Right.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking Superman.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You need that. It gives you something good, I think.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like, dudes, I don't, I'm gonna go all plant based because I feel bad for the animals. I do feel bad for the animals. However, god damn it, have I eaten animals? Yeah, we once ate like a warthog. I remember in Crete. It was huge, bro. They shot it in the head. Like they had to shoot it in the head. Yeah, it was fucking massive, and they had it upside down. And I was there during the whole part, the whole cutting it and the ribs and all that. I'm calling it a warthog because it was a massive. I've never seen a pig and it looked muscular too. So, was
it wild or was it farm grown?
Guaranteed it wasn't wild.
Yeah,
like I never met it. I wasn't friends with it, but I was there when they were cutting it up and the like all that shit. And then I was there when they were grilling it. And I felt bad, and I ate it, feeling bad about it, and it was so good. It was so delicious. I was like, why does it taste so good? It was amazing, but I felt bad. Yeah. But I can't lie, it tasted fucking incredible.
Right? Yeah. It's probably better to eat it than to just do you pet it? What are you gonna do with the thing? Just leave it there?
Just hang out with the pig? Well, no, they shot it in the head because they wanted it was. That's why I'm saying I think it was someone's big pig. Right. Because I heard the gunshots. Like, what's going on? I was like, all right, we're gonna eat some pork, and then they went there. And it's a whole process to remove the first layers and then chop it up. It's like there's a whole thing to it.
Yeah,
you have to clean it.
Yeah, I've seen all that, but I'm not on a pig. I've never. It's not halal, as they say.
Halal.
We get the bacon, no bacon mug from our.
I didn't even know that you don't eat bacon. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, I don't eat bacon.
But
man.
have you ever had any pork product?
Nope. Never.
Really?
Never, man. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I've never had it. I don't. Just the smell of it doesn't make me feel good. Like I don't know.
So you don't find it appetizing?
No.
Okay.
It smells gross. Like even when people fry it, like sometimes if I'm hanging out with people, or whatever, they cook breakfast in the morning and it's like bacon. It just it's not appetizing.
Well, I'll tell you something. Bacon, delicious.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people, but you know what? I think it's more of I guess I've just come too far in life.
Yeah. What's the point of breaking it now?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to. I've got plenty of other meats I could dabble in.
Yeah, no, you got your choices. You got some select meats. Plus, also, bacon's not really that good for you, especially if you're doing a lot of it.
That's it. Yeah, it's not a healthy animal to eat to begin with. Rather hunt something. That's something I'd like to do. I'd like to hunt, dude. Get your license. Let's learn how to hunt together.
I'm gonna get my license. Yeah, just so I could get a gun.
Yeah, get your license and we'll go hunting.
Hunting.
Yeah. You've never
for the best game of all, human meat.
What about like small game or something? Would you hunt a like a little bird in a tree or like a turkey or something?
Well, if I'm gonna eat it, I would hunt, but I won't shoot things like to kill them. Like I've shot things, but we have to eat it after. Like I can't just shoot and be like, I killed a fucking bird, bro. Like I'm not a redneck.
Well, yeah, no. Obviously, you're gonna eat it. That's not what that's what I meant.
Yeah. If we, that's what I'm saying for hunting, and we're gonna eat it later.
Yeah. Not just shoot a squirrel and leave it there. That's
I
not
don't
what
like
I'm
that
looking
shit,
for.
bro. That's psychotic.
No, it's even like fishing, man. I like fishing a lot, but I do not like. There's nothing in me that goes, I just want to go fish right now and not eat the fish. Like if I'm catching fish, I want to go where I could eat it.
That's called sport fishing, right? They catch it and put it back.
People just catch and release. Yeah,
but aren't you stabbing it in the fucking face and then throwing it back?
I don't get it. I don't know why people enjoy it. I mean, it's a rush when you catch a fish, but I mean, eat it.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
fucked up.
It's food.
You're handicapping it and then throwing it back in.
Exactly. You're taking you're hurting the thing. I guess.
You know the other fish are asking questions. Hey, Steve, what the fuck happened to your face? You know, no one's liking that fish anymore. He's the weird fish with a fucking hole in his face.
Yeah, I wonder what it's like under the water, man. It's pretty wild.
You ever watch Little Mermaid? It's like that.
That's
you ever watch that documentary?
It's not the same. Someone should do an under the lake version. That's what I want to see. What's happening in those fucking lakes, buddy?
I don't like lakes. Lakes are disgusting to me. I don't like people that swim in lakes. I don't appreciate any of that.
It depends on the lake, because I know what you mean. Some of them have a lot of leaves in them.
Yeah, it looks
fucking up your screen, disgusting. Or is it my internet that's screwed up?
Oh, what? You can't see me?
It's probably my internet. Dude, you look like fuck. I should film it and send it to you. It's like it's just like going crazy, pixelated.
Yeah, it's not me.
It's definitely
on my end.
internet.
It's working, and I think the people can still see me properly. So I don't know. It's your god. It's this West Island fucking internet. What's it? The West Island, the worst island. Is that true? Is that what they say? Is that a fact? Oh, you see, I lost you completely. I don't know what kind of internet.
There.
Oh, there you are.
There you are.
There you are. Yeah, it's definitely this fucking West Island, worst island internet.
It's definitely probably my internet. I think I tried to call them to get better internet.
Are you on the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I am on the Wi-Fi.
Always when you're going to do this shit, you get connected, bro.
You got to log in. You got to clock in, man.
You
Plug
gotta
it in.
Put that Ethernet cable in.
Yeah, that's a good point. I definitely should get that. Got to get the Ethernet in here.
I'm a little disappointed you didn't think about that.
I know, but it's so far. It's down. It's in the first floor. I got to run a cable. I do have a hole because when I did live here, I did route a wire up for this very reason. Yeah, but now I don't have it anymore. So I definitely still have the wire. I'll run it, buddy. Don't worry about it. I'll get the technical side set up. We'll do it again without any interruptions.
But you were saying about lakes. Am I the only one? You likely you're comfortable swimming in lakes?
Yeah, it depends on the lake. Now, see, there's some lakes that have a nice slope, like a nice sandy slope. That's all right to get into.
Whoa. You fucking dude. Come on. You're not. Come on. Don't use words like that. Come on.
A sandy slope?
Jesus Christ.
And then some some lakes are just filled with leaves.
Wow.
So it looks
as if
gross.
China hasn't been through enough. Jesus Christ, dude.
Why is that bad to say a sandy slope?
It's very bad.
It's
a derogatory term for the Asians.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But anyways, regardless of the bad terms,
and
terminology.
a sandy slope, that's like a Middle Eastern Asian. That's like really you're mixing and matching angry, assaulting words. But you know what? That's cool. It's the kind of shit you're allowed to get away with on this show.
It's a new age, man. We got bigger things to worry about right now, buddy. I don't think we're worried about anything about gender neutral bathrooms are not a thing anymore. We can't even use them.
Oh, it's true. We haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, the restaurants are all closed. There's no more gender neutral bathrooms. What a devastation.
I don't know. I think a lot of people are going to come back from this and they're going to realize that there are bigger problems than to argue about.
Exactly. Yeah, things. Just things. A lot of things.
And there's so much that's not really an argument to. Like, gender doesn't exist to me. I was like, if gender doesn't exist, what are you transitioning from and to?
Yeah. There's a lot of questions to be asked on those things.
What the fuck are we talking about? Yeah. Why is this an argument? Just.
But yeah, it's just, dude, we're going to come out of this. And yeah, definitely a lot of things that we used to argue about. We're going to be like, this is not worth our time. We just lost 17 years in quarantine. We need to move on. We don't even know.
But the new economy is going to be fucking crazy, right? Because right now, a big part of the economy is being run by porn stars fingering themselves on camera. So imagine how long this is going to go for. Like the new elites might be cam girls.
Yeah, well, dude, look, I mean, though they're already getting all the stage time in LA, so now they're just getting paid, finally getting paid to do something, one of their careers.
Yeah, we're making fun of her on Twitter. There was I think some female open micers that started OnlyFans accounts.
Okay,
and then other comics
really?
were like, other comics like fucking knew it.
Wait. Where is there a comic that did this?
I'll check out my feed, but I think in your fair city, buddy, I think maybe even Earl Skakel might have been making fun of it.
Okay, in LA. Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, that's standard, dude. That doesn't shock me at all. That's just I'm shocked she wasn't already on it. Are you kidding me? She should have been on there like a long time ago. What are you wasting time for? That's standard. It's a funny town. It's like you just, I don't know. It's a shame, but I don't know. I don't want to get into that because that's a whole other story.
Yeah, that's not even pandemic related.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could talk about other, but who knows if that's even going to be a thing in the future? So what's the point of talking about it anymore?
What's your plan? I didn't ask you that. Like, let's say if it doesn't come back, the stage doesn't come back for another year. Are you gonna?
I don't know. I don't know what to do, man. Right now, I'm like just living day to day.
You gonna double down on podcasting? You can't double down on podcasting with that fucking connection. This is amazing. This is like old CNN. Oh, there, you're back.
Fuck, I keep losing you, eh?
Yeah, dude.
It's like I'm in a war zone in Iraq.
Yeah, this like old CNN. We're like, let's go live to Abdul in Pakistan. And you just wait there for 10 seconds and you're like,
bombs going off in the background.
Yes, I'm here. Very explosive time here. I don't know why you guys sent me down here. This is fucking crazy. Did you guys know there was a war? This is you told me I was conducting interviews. No one wants to speak to me. They don't speak English. They're very angry.
Nobody even speaks the language. That's hilarious. But, imagine that.
Yeah. So, do you see yourself doubling down on podcasting? Maybe doing like a daily thing or something, getting some sponsors.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something else, do something more regularly, and then we're doing the podcast, Eric and I, at least once a week. If not, sometimes we do it twice a week.
Good.
And then start doing some other videos. I just been working on it. I'm putting together. I taped my last like couple shows. I taped the audio and filmed it. So I'm putting them together. I didn't know this was gonna be the end. So I'm putting them all together to make like a little EP album with like video. I'll put out a video as well. So I've been working on that lately. And then once I finish that, I'll start putting them out and I'll start working on other videos to put out more often on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's what we got to do now. We got to build up our online thing. I'm starting a morning show tomorrow.
What's that?
I'm starting a morning show tomorrow.
Oh, no way. That's cool, dude. That's great.
I think this is the first time I'm officially announcing it. Yeah, I'll put it up later. But I'm going to do a morning show where I have a couple of guests lined up, like for different stuff. I have some surprises. And so I'm going to have a segment where I have my political correspondent talking about like the news and what the government's up to and explaining shit to us,
Yeah.
Then I'm going to have just me and Phil from This Just Thing talking about news and just shooting the shit, getting his update. And then with some other people that I'm going to have on, we're going to watch old episodes of Degrassi, the 1980s one.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So it's like a morning thing. It's like from like 10 a.m. to like noon, until it's no longer morning. You can eat your cereal and we can make fun of Degrassi together. It'll be a good time.
That's hilarious. You're just going to watch episode. Are you going to start at like season 1, episode 1?
That's what I'm thinking. Starting from the beginning. So then it becomes like a weekly thing.
And so where are you hosting this? On YouTube?
I'm going to start on YouTube tomorrow and then see if maybe it moves on to Patreon or whatever. But it's going to start off on YouTube tomorrow so people can get a good feel for it.
That's pretty funny.
I think it'll be fun. Something to do.
Definitely, yeah. And people are looking for shit to do, man. There's nothing to do.
Dude, everyone's bored. I've never received, I used to get messages like, hey, man, thanks for the podcast. It's fun, this and that. But I've never received this many messages of, you're doing a lot. It's amazing. By the way, ever thought of maybe doing more? Because I got fucking nothing to do.
It's pretty cool though. That's it. People are paying attention, man. It's nice. It's kind of nice to have that, man. We've been fucking working our asses off, and like you're doing, it's nice to have extra people on eyeballs on that screen.
Yeah, it's helping.
It just sucks that we can't do stand up. It's just brutal. Have you done it? Have you done a living room show yet?
I'm never gonna do that. I gotta get Derek on the podcast so I could yell at him. But I am proud of Derek because
he's a grinder.
He's a grinder and he is
hustling.
making money. It's not like he's not making money. Like
Yeah.
he's getting paid. So that's the fucking right. My boy's getting paid.
Yeah.
But the part that I get angry, I'm like, come on, man, we're not these clowns. We're not
Yeah,
these living room clowns.
It's a little bit hard to. It's a little bit hard. Have you ever done a living room show, like for somebody, not like a guy's like apartment weed show or something? Have you ever done
I've done I was about to say Abdul, but I've done Paul Baluyit's living room show.
Oh, he had a living room show.
Yeah, there was like 15 of his friends there. It was a good time, but I didn't treat it like I started talking as if I'm just at a party talking to people. Like after a couple of minutes, because it's they're right in front of you.
Yeah, I did a living room, like somebody paid us money to go to their house in Hampstead and do a show.
Oh, no, that I wouldn't do. That I wouldn't do.
Right?
Yeah, I even
did
stopped
that.
doing birthdays like a year and a half, 2 years ago. I said, no, I'm not doing anybody's birthday. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I did one of those too. Birthday was
Because I did one
brutal.
and it was brutal.
So that's what it was too. It was a birthday show, that living room one. I've done a few of those, yeah.
They weren't listening. They were talking about. Then I started yelling at the guy who organized the birthday because they were ignoring the birthday boy, and I started calling them like piece of shits or whatever. And basically, I berated them for 2 minutes, and then I brought up. I brought up the guy that was closing. What the fuck? And he only did 10 minutes. He left. He was supposed to do a half hour. He did 10 minutes. He couldn't take it, and he left.
Wow, that's no, it's those are brutal shows to do, man. In a living room.
Yeah, never.
And you got just like a shitty little guitar amp or whatever that they plugged a mic into.
But we won't have options. You know, if it goes on too long, comedians won't have options.
Well, yeah, you're
normally
gonna have
the
to
option is let me go waste some tables. But if restaurants don't exist,
exactly, yeah. What are you gonna do, man? I know. I've thought long and hard, man. Who knows what you're gonna do?
You should be a mechanic.
Yeah, I know. I could do that at any time, but I'd like to just keep doing comedy if I could.
Well, we're surviving for now, so.
Yeah,
but I think the next key is we're gonna have to steal advertisers from radio and TV.
Well, that's dude. The funny thing is the playing field is pretty even now, right?
Yeah.
Because every big production that used to have a huge budget that would just make their show look way better is now filming in their living room.
Yeah, and they're not good at doing it without the. Big
and they're not
budget.
good at it. They suck, man. Yeah. They're on They don't even know how to frame their goddamn phones.
Yeah, I love when it's like turn your fucking phone. Go widescreen.
Yeah, hi, welcome to Live with Kelly and Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm in my kitchen.
That's your chest.
I can't see shit. Back up. You know, like the morning shows, everyone's just fucking up. Like everything just looks shitty. Yeah. So it's a good leg up, man. It's like everyone has a fair playing field now, you know? You're even a step ahead of them, man. You got a cam link.
Dude, I'm a step ahead of all these cocks. And the second I get back to the studio, they're fucked.
Yeah. So you can't go to your studio now?
I could if I want to. I mean, I got 24-hour access, but there's no point because I can't have Poseidon in because he keeps breaking quarantine. So I don't want him with me. So then I figured since I have to stream anyway, might as well stream from home. What's the point? But sooner or later, it's going to happen where you're going to see me back at the studio. Even without
I wondered,
anyone.
if you do it in the studio or not, but it doesn't make sense to even leave anymore. What's the point?
Because I'm like, fuck, if no one's going to be there,
yeah,
there's really no point for me to just jump in and out and I'll just stay home, stay safe.
Yeah, so you may as well just dump the studio, man. You got a home studio now.
No, the studio, I put so much money and effort in, and it's so much better, that studio.
Yeah. Well, it's cool. It's a great space for sure, man. It's definitely cool to have a spot where you could just hop into and do it.
Same thing. I'm still paying rent for my studio.
Yeah. See? Yeah. Yeah, I know, man. It's all those things too, man. Like I got my place in LA and I'm just thinking like, what the fuck am I even, I should have just put all my shit in storage and then fucking come back here and then come, but whatever. I still live there. It's not like I'm not there, but
when they let you fly again, we're still not allowed to fly, right?
No, not allowed to fly from flights from Canada to the U.S. I think are grounded, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's as far as I know.
Yeah, at least Air Canada, I know. You could drive, yeah.
Oh, you're allowed to get across the border now?
Yeah, you could drive. You definitely could drive. But if you come across to Canada, you got to quarantine for 14 days. And you have to prove it to them. If you don't, they'll force you to stay at a hotel.
What do you mean? How do you
So
prove
when
what?
you cross, let's say you're crossing from the U.S. into Canada,
Yeah.
you have to have a specific plan of how you're going to quarantine away from anybody. And if you don't have a plan to present them, and you can't prove that you have a place to stay, then they'll force you to stay in a hotel.
And they'll pay for it.
I think they pay for it, yeah.
That is the dumbest thing ever. It's like, yo, you want a free...
Dude, I thought about it too. I was like, I told Carolyn, like, we should just cross over. You want to, like, should we just vacation a little bit? We'll just come across.
Just make sure it's a hotel with an indoor pool. You're set.
Should have crossed in BC, somewhere nice, right in the mountains. You just get put up in a hotel.
I mean, yeah, my plan is to, go think, how do you people do this? This is very complicated. Sir, we're sending you to a hotel. All right, if you have to, man. Who am I to say
I wouldn't
no?
even try that. I would just be like, one hotel room, please. Just pull up to the border. I'll be taking one for 14 days.
Yeah, I'll be taking the one.
Yeah. King bed if you have, please, preferably.
I like the fact that they're trying to get now, but it's too late. They should have been doing this from the beginning. They weren't, dude. The weeks when we were shutting down the border, people were flying in from Italy, China, all over, and they weren't even asking questions. They were giving them a pamphlet. You know how fucking crazy that is?
Yeah, they were not. I don't think they were doing. But again, because this hit so fast and hard, I think it was just a question of logistics.
Well, for the record,
doing it.
Another thing I found out last week from watching Parliament, which, by the way, Parliament is mostly empty. There's not that many people in it.
It's pretty much always like that.
Yeah, I found out that our government was told by Canadian intelligence in January. Trudeau was briefed in January. Him and that stupid bitch deputy prime minister. They were briefed in January, and they did dick to prepare. The guy's like, yo, this is serious. You guys got to prepare. They did nothing. And then when he was asking her about it, the guy from the Conservatives was basically, he's like, yes or no, were you guys not warned in January? She kept going off on other stuff. She's like, well, it's a crazy time right now. And she refused to fucking answer. So that's why I'm saying if the media...
I saw that. Yeah, I know what clip you're talking about.
If the media was fair, that shit will come out. They'll be like, they fucked us. But they're spinning as in they're so good. They're working hard. What are you talking about? They fucked us. When they found out first, they did dick. And now they're scrambling.
I think what it was they knew they'd have to shut it all down, and that's a big call to make. That's like, look at where we're at right now, dude. You know how much money gets spent when you make that call? So I think everyone was really hesitant because it's never happened in so long that you have to make that call. So you got to give them some credit because that's if you make that call and it wasn't, if it was a too soon kind of,
how about
you're going to
How about you don't make the closing down call, but in late January you make the look, this is a serious thing. From now, start washing your hands, keep a bit of a distance, understand that this is dangerous so it doesn't spread as fast. Let people know the dangers, at least from now. I'm not telling you shut down the economy.
I think they did. They definitely did in January. When they were like starting, I remember the first two cases, one in Toronto, one in Vancouver. And they didn't tell people, you're right, they didn't tell people to start washing their hands, but it was already like knowledge of what you should do more of because that's what the world was experiencing right now, But yeah, I guess they could have done a little bit more, at least to tell you what to do to prevent it.
But it's also not to say because people, if you say that, they're like, oh, so who do you think would have done better? I think they all would have fucked it up.
They all would have.
Yeah, they all would have. I'm not saying that there's the Green people, the Conservatives, it would have done better. They all would have fucked it up. I think the worst would have been, but it's never going to happen, if the Green people were in power. Holy fucking shit. Could you imagine that? Just shut down the power. This is Mother Nature doing this. Let it take the week. Like, no, you don't want you
just don't want eat a papaya and have some turmeric with that. No, I think...
eat a papaya.
I think it's just, dude, it's a crazy call to make.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's why I'm saying I don't want to come off as saying, oh, so who would have had the better plan?
That's why I left LA, because when you hear that, you're like, this is not small. This isn't like we're just, stay indoors. It's raining. It's not like a couple days. This was like, yo, man, this is serious. If you're outside of the country, come back right now. That means they don't know what's about to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what scared me. That's why I was like, all right, better be safe than sorry. We're not working anyways. Everything's shut down. We're going to be stuck in here. Let's get back to fucking home base, where you feel comfortable, and at least the government you can somewhat trust.
I don't trust any government, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's more, like the people here at least have some sense and will do something if things get out of control. In America, they don't really fucking do. As long as they got celebrities, they don't give a shit.
I don't know, man. I think it's changing there too. I think people are getting pissed off, fed up with celebrities chiming in on this. Because do you remember even 3 days in, you remember that Imagine video?
Yes.
Gal Gadot
Yeah.
Dude, it was 3 days in. People hadn't felt the impact yet. And they're like, imagine there's no heaven. And they're like, we'll get through this. People are like, what the fuck are you talking about? You stupid, out of touch bitch, you know? And also, you cannot tell people who are losing their fucking parents, their kids to coronavirus. Imagine there's no heaven, bro.
Yeah, I know.
What do you say? What do you say?
Dude, celebrities are so out of touch, man. Even that Global Citizen thing, I don't know if you watched any of it on the weekend.
No. What is that?
I watched, it was they did something to raise money for, I guess, medical supplies across the world or something. I think it was nice. That's weird. But it was all celebrities, musicians and that playing in their living rooms or wherever.
Oh, and, I saw a clip of the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I don't even care for celebrities anymore. Like, I see that, and I'm like, I don't they're just fucking people who have a shitty camera phone. Like, upgrade, buddy. I can't even see.
Did you see Tim Dillon's video?
Which one?
Oh, dude, I think it was last week, he made a funny video making fun of celebrities where he's in a mansion, swimming pool, and he's pretending.
I did see that. And he was just...
Yeah, he's like, I know it's hard for all of us. How are we going to get through this? And he's throwing sushi. He's fucking swimming in the pool. He's like, it's so hard for all of us. How are we going to get through this? I feel trapped here in my home. I feel so trapped. It's so stupid.
But that's how stupid celebrities always are.
That's how they are, yeah.
And people care about that shit, though. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Idiots.
It's really idiots. Yeah. Well, that's when you're in LA, you see it. You're like face value when it's right there, and you're like, are you kidding me? That's what gets by? Like, what? Just because you saw them in a show 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Or whatever. They sucked that person off, and now they're famous. That's what makes it for you. That's what makes you happy. I don't get it. I don't understand the celebrity, and I think that's why I have I like LA, but I hate a lot of people.
You hate a lot of people.
I just hate the lifestyle. I hate that lifestyle of dude, you turn on the morning news and it's like car chase and then 7 celebrity stories, and it's like, can you tell me the fucking news? I don't give a shit about any of these celebrities and what they're doing. I want to see what's happening in the fucking town. What's going on in LA? Is there anything happening?
No, everything's closed.
Couple guys stabbing people on the streets and car chases, and that's it. But they don't tell you anything that's going on with the city. What are they doing? Are they planning to fixing shit? Are they nothing? It's
the news is fighting for ratings, man.
Yeah, I guess, and that's it. People don't want to hear the actual news. They want to hear what Kylie Jenner's using to suck her fucking lips off her face.
Dude, there's when I found out how because they shut. I remember Breakfast Television was a show here, and then they shut it down.
Yes.
And someone told me that they had at their peak, they found out that there was under 3,000 people watching or some shit. And I was like, what in the fuck is happening?
I heard even less than that.
Somebody was in their peak, it was 3,000. Yeah. So there were days they were watching where, someone posting on Instagram a box of donuts was getting more views, more hits than
100%.
than that breakfast show.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's fucking crazy how everything is shifting. And they're not adapting properly because they're still... I'm not just blaming them. I'm blaming all of television right now and all this news. They're trying to be very clickbaity, right? When people are actually telling them what they would tune in for. People are actually saying, if you give us real news, no spin, just tell us what happened, let us assess.
Yeah,
we'll
the world's
watch.
fucked up as it is.
Yeah, we're going to watch, and they still won't do it. And then they don't realize, how come podcasts are getting sponsors? How come podcasts are getting so many views? We should try to do our same thing in podcast format. No, because they don't like what you're selling. You're selling bullshit.
Yeah.
You're selling fucking bullshit. So, and they won't adapt.
Clickbait.
All you need that is one news company to be like, you know what? People are asking for just real news. So let's just fucking give them the news. Everybody's going to watch us. But they're so fucking stupid. No, we need our own spin on it.
Yeah.
What are these liberal fags really up to? Or what are those Nazis on the right doing? It's all the same shit. All the same shit.
I'm sure they get a lot of sponsors if they use those words.
Yeah. I'm talking about in meetings. They use those words in meetings.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. In CNN, they're calling everyone else a Nazi. In Fox News, they're sitting down we can't handle these facts. What's happening? What do we need? What do we need to fight these facts?
The Q-tip company would like to sponsor the Nazi portion of this this episode.
That's another thing that's crazy. Is there's Nazi parties, Nazi groups in North America.
Yeah, well, that's just the reality of life, man. There's crazy people everywhere.
Like we're patriots, dude. We patriots. Both these countries fought the Nazis. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's just insanity. I don't get why people. They don't see it. They don't understand it. They think they're being patriots.
Yeah, but that's the craziest things. Like patriot. What are you talking? Your fucking grandparents. Your ancestrals died fighting these cocksuckers. What are you fucking saying?
Yeah.
They're the enemy.
Right, they just don't know enough about life. That's the thing, though. It's the education, man, dude. When you don't educate people, you're like talking to them. You ever talk to somebody and you're like, they're nice people, not a bad person. Just they're saying things that are a little out of touch.
Yeah,
they don't get it, And you're like, I don't want to hate this person because they don't know any better, But it's a lack of education. It's just people that don't know any better, and it's hard to see. Sometimes you see Sometimes you see it, and I feel bad, and I'm like, as an ethnic person, you see something and you're like, it's a racist. They're racist. Yeah, they're racist, but they're not a bad person.
Oh, you mean have I met like legitimate racists that aren't bad people? I actually have met legitimate
for sure,
but I've also met bad racists.
Oh, 100%.
I've met like 100%. But I have met people who just say stuff about like races that I know, and I'm like, that's not a real thing. It's not like, of course it is, bro. Trust me, I know. And like, it's not a real thing, bro. Their vaginas are not sideways. No, that's not not an actual thing.
Yeah, there's some pretty ignorant people out there, man.
Yeah, you'd think with I don't know. You think with the internet, that's always my argument. I go, you don't have an excuse to be that stupid with the internet. Because you could just look something you don't know up. That's always been my argument now with... but
it's how they interpret it too, I guess, right? It's how they think about it, how they see it in their eyes. If they're already racist, it's going to come out in a racist tone, or it's going to be a way that they, What if they just don't like, that they've tried Pakistani food and they don't like it?
But that's
Pakistanis are the worst.
But to me,
they just hate you.
Because I love, me, I love racist jokes. I love I love racism in comedy because there's so much funniness to it. Like what you just said, that is a funny just a premise of someone being like, I thought it was cool with these Pakis, but I tried a fucking dish. They're trying to poison. To me, that's hilarious. That's the funny racism.
Yeah, I got diarrhea. I'll never eat. Those people are the worst.
They're fucking terrorists, bro.
Don't let them in our country. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that
you
to
see
me that's
what they've
hilarious.
done to my toilet?
Yeah, to me that's hilarious. That's the kind of racism I could get behind.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
I love that. But some people don't get it. You mention that and they're like, I don't like the racist jokes. I don't like the stuff you say.
Well, you know why? It's because they haven't heard racism. So you and I have heard people say racist shit.
Yeah.
So and you and I are both comedians. So our way of getting back is laughing and imitating.
Yeah.
So when we do what we do, it's because I've seen the people that would say that, I've experienced them. So to me, it's hilarious. Like I've been in instances where people have said something racist and I just start laughing because I'm like, dude, did you just say that? That's hilarious.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so fucking funny that you just said that.
I don't get offended.
It doesn't even get me mad.
No.
Like I'm like, that's funny, man. This guy right here. It's hilarious that people even think like that. It doesn't get me mad because what am I going to do if I was mad at every time I heard something racist?
Well, I don't know if it was the funniest or the dumbest thing I heard was somebody was actually telling me like, bro, for thousands of years, you Greeks, you were making shit, but you were all homosexuals and you hadn't slept with any women for like 1,000 years. And I was like, okay, that's like, you're just fucking around, right? He's like, no, it's true. I was like, well, then how the fuck did we have kids? What are you talking about? How did nobody have sex? And he was just staring at me like this. No, bro, I don't know. I'm not a geologist, bro. I don't understand how that works. But there's clearly, I know that you guys were all gay. And I was like, but how the fuck did everybody be gay, bro? We had an empire. How did the kids come from? Where did they come from? What are you talking about? But that to me is hilarious. You don't think that's funny? To me, that's fucking funny that somebody in his head didn't
believe that.
Yeah, he didn't see the error in how it's a logical fallacy. It can't be real.
Yeah.
He's like, well, it makes kind of sense, bro. There's gay shit on pottery. I'm drawing my conclusions. It's just, so, to me, that's funny. It's not like, oh, these fucking bigots. They're like, this is fucking hilarious. This is just a real human being.
It's people actually think like that, man. They don't use their head. That's what's funny, man. I think it's hilarious. If you actually believe someone to say that, I'd play along. I'd keep going on with it, man. Just egg them on. Yeah, buddy. It was a tough time during that. Have you read the books? Very hard. It was very hard. People were just dying to have sex with anything that resembled a woman, and they would fuck whatever they could get that was softer.
Yeah. Women just didn't exist.
Yeah, it's just feed the fire. Just let it keep going.
You think that's gonna happen with us now in like corona fears? You think propaganda could take over, and then people are gonna be so scared of their neighbors? I don't like the rats. I don't like the snitching. I don't like people calling on their neighbors like they're having a fucking party next door. Police, what the fuck do you care? If you're not there, you're not in danger. If they want to put themselves in danger, what the fuck do you care?
I don't know, man. I wonder what it's gonna be like if people, it's already getting weird because they're judging. Yeah. People are judging. You know,
like when you're walking, and the guy honked at you. What do you care if I'm taking a walk outside? Unless you're planning on sucking my dick, like you're coming right up my... What do you want? It has nothing to do with you.
The only thing I could see, and this is how I was not mad about it, I was like, that guy probably has to go to work today. Right? He's probably just pissed because he's like, you hippie, you get to stay home and get that government handout.
That government cheese.
And I'm like, yeah, right, keep going. I'll take a honk, buddy. Go have your shitty day at work.
But I'd love for everything to get back to normal. Like, I know a lot of people, some people are like, yo, I'm making more money like this than I would have been going in. That to me is fucking crazy. That is a terrible fucking, dude, we cannot have a system of government that's possible.
Yeah, that's clearly there's something wrong with the world if that's the case.
Yeah, that's fucking that. It's not the way we should be going. But I'd love for shit to just get back to normal. People get back. Most people want to work, dude. Most people don't want to sit around collecting from the government. Most people
a week or two is fun.
Shit. Yeah.
But yeah, after a while you start to go, I got to do something, man. I feel like I'm useless.
Yeah, exactly. I want to contribute. I want to create.
Yeah.
If I didn't have all this shit, I think that's when I'd really feel it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because I'm still keeping busy.
Yeah. I can't do just sit around. Is just driving me crazy. I'm doing this, and even that was hard because I like moving around, going out, seeing people, and just being able to be around other people. And when you're, isolated all the time, you're not going out, so you don't get that interaction. It's that part of your brain that's not getting stimulated. So it kind of makes you feel a little bit weird for sure.
Wait, so you're in the West Island, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it sucks because the people you have to deal with are West Islanders, but you ever thought of going on the street and having a camera and doing your old shit? Maybe not talking to them now because of what's going on.
Exactly. I can't talk to. That's what I was going to start doing. Yeah,
but you might get some good footage,
like vlogs or whatever.
Like empty some stuff out there, malls and shit. There's something exciting about that.
Yeah, I'll hit the road, man. I'll bring my camera and just fucking go out on the road and shoot a video. It sounds fun.
Isn't Searles from the West Island?
He is. Yeah, he is from the West Island.
Is he still? He's in
LA. Yeah, he went by my place to get my mail, man. He fucking helped me out big time, man. Yeah,
he's
Mark
getting the mail in LA.
Too scared. He was too scared to leave his house. I had to call fucking Andrew Searles and get him to go.
Searles doesn't give a shit. When this shit popped off, the first thing he did was go on a cruise. Fucking cruise tickets are so cheap. I haven't been on vacation. I remember I was like, what are you doing? I messaged him to make sure he's not dead.
He's a good dude. That's funny though. Yeah, he told me though it was pretty. I think he got sick or something, but it was
no shit.
Yeah,
no fucking shit. Fucking Searles. Everyone's panicking, staying from cruise.
Guy,
yo, cruise ships tickets are really cheap right now. I don't know why there's not any more people. Forever the optimist, bro. Fucking
well,
Searles.
dude, he did go out there, man. He risked it. And he went to my place, but it's not bad. He has a car, so it's not hard. He just drives, like, he doesn't have to get in and out or whatever. DeBonis was scared because he had to walk to my place. Yeah. I'm like, Uber. He's like, I don't want to get in a car with a guy.
I don't know that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You think? Wait, so Searles, he can't even get back to the country now. They won't let him.
He can't fly. Canadian, I think if you come, you have to have a plan to quarantine. Yeah, you have to drive and then plan. I don't think there's American flights coming in. I could be wrong, but I know Air Canada I saw they're not flying to the U.S. But I think all flights, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
I'm gonna say something before I forget. I hope you agree with me. But did you see these airlines complaining, saying we're going to go out of business soon if we don't get government handouts? Can I say something? For companies that were declaring profits in the billions for years. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
2 months down, being like, yo, I'm broke. What the fuck's going on? Yeah. Why do you say that we should be saving money? You cocksuckers had, the billions disappeared? Are we all playing this fucking game right now? We have to bail you out?
Well, what they're doing is they're trying to keep they're trying to stay at that. They don't want to go below what they've already made.
Yeah, that's criminal, man.
Well, because then the stocks tumble and they lose money and all that, and then that's when the economy fails. But I get it. Who gives a shit about them? They're making billions, take a cut.
Yeah.
You know, make a little less money.
You're still making money.
Yeah.
Just make a little less.
Yeah, definitely. I don't feel bad for them. That's for sure. I mean, if you can't afford to, if you can't, like you're saying, if you're making billions and you're already fucking broke, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
But they're not. It's just to, keep the economy afloat and not make it tank. Dude, it's going to tank at some point. We're going to have to see it and experience it. And it is already, I'm definitely sure.
Oh, shit. No, I have a question for you about tanking. Your brother's in radio.
Yeah.
How does he, have they told him anything? Is he still good? Does he go to the studio? What does he do? Is he at home?
No, now he's doing it from home. He does a show from home.
How's that?
Just have
they just relay him in, I guess?
Yeah, they have when they do remote location things, sometimes they do them on the street or whatever. If there's the F1 going on, they record on the street or they do their show on the street.
They know how to
So they have all the equipment. Yeah, they're able to do it. They've known how to do that for a while. So they just need someone in the studio to push the buttons. So they just have one person that'll do, like a shift for 2 shows, and this way it's less people coming in and out of the building and less people. But yeah, everything's weird. What are we going to do? How long is this going to go on for? Are we all just going to have to figure out how to work from home now? Is that the new life? It's I don't know.
Well, a lot of jobs you could shift to going home.
Yeah, even stand-up comedy, apparently. You
Except
can just
for
do it in
fucking
your living
stand-up
room, buddy.
comedy. All right, no stand-up comedy belongs in the clubs.
Yeah.
But if you're a hairdresser, you could do that from home.
Yeah, but it's still interacting with the public, so you got to do it very carefully. You'll have one at a time. It's a whole shift is what it is. Everybody's going to have to change.
This can't last forever. This can't last forever.
It could be the new normal, buddy.
If
this is the new normal, are you going to still live in this? Where do you live? In the city? You live in where?
I live in the city. No, I live outside of Parc-Ex, but I live in the city.
Are you still going to live in the city if this continues? Let's say this is the new normal. Well, let's say you got to.
No, then I'm going to move away.
You're going to get out into the country?
Yeah, what I would do is I would take my, instead of paying rent here, I would buy something bigger for cheaper because it would be further out.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Yeah, because what's the point of being in a city when we can't even fucking interact with each other?
Because my big thing now for the city is that, I'll go to the studio, but the studio, I'll go whenever I need to. So even if I lived out, I can get to. And stand up, just go in the club.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
if I can't do it, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if it's
you got to do it from home. What's the point? These are all things that are going through the old noodle, man, trying to figure out what's the point. Or is this a new normal? Should we just adapt? For us in our job?
You know what I start doing? I'm gonna start selling ad space on visually on the podcast. I don't know if you can see right now on YouTube, but I have the whole screen up. It has the the Patreon, the Pantelis logo, and all that. On top, you're gonna see in a month a McDonald's logo, Uber Eats.
Dude,
I'm gonna start selling space.
You'll be killing it at that point. That'd be great.
That'd be fucking hilarious, though.
I told Derek the other day we should just become NASCAR people with fucking ads on our shirts every time we.
If you can find the right, it'll be fucking funny. But it's weird that companies didn't really want to associate with podcasts for a long time. It was specific companies that gambling sites like to sponsor me and shit like that. But a lot of other companies refuse to go on podcasts. But I think it might have to change now because we have the eyes and the ears more so than other, since shows aren't being done anymore.
I think when it comes to advertising, I'm pretty sure if your numbers are insanely high,
they don't give a fuck though.
They don't give a shit what you're saying.
No, they used to give a shit, but now they're gonna have no choice.
Yeah,
because they used to have options.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna have to look to get out on a lot more things, and a lot less people are gonna be following rules. Because what is this? Is there a CRTC? Is there a governing body to dictate what you're saying on your thing? No. Yeah,
they're trying to get in on that. You heard about that? The government, CRTC here, they're trying to get in on internet and what you broadcast on the internets.
Oh, well, fuck that if that's what they try to do.
Well, no, I think people aren't going to let them.
Well, it's the government that ultimately makes that call. So
fuck you. The government works for me, bro. The government works for you.
Yeah, well, that's it. You got to go. Again, these are things that people complain about the government. But yeah, they do. But show up to the fucking town meetings and voice your opinion. Because you don't vote for them and you go, yeah, they're going to do everything I'm thinking of.
They're going to handle this.
You vote for them, and then you go, okay, well, maybe they need to hear how I feel. You got to show up and tell them how you feel or what things are bothering you so that they know. And the more people that do it, the more they go, oh, there's a pattern here. We could see. That's why I get people. I don't understand people vote for someone and they just go, well, they should do what I want. They don't know what you want. You got to go tell them.
They don't give a shit.
First of all, start at your town. Go to your little town meeting and just sit there, and tell them what's going on in your town. That at least you have some control. Yeah, you can't go to the prime minister and yell what you want the country to be doing right now.
You should be able to.
Well, you can. You could tweet them.
How funny would that be? You listen here, Sonny. I've tweeted the prime minister before. I'm pretty sure. Oh, by now the prime minister knows who I am and doesn't like me. I'll tell you that much. I've talked.
Especially you're from Parc-Ex, man.
Yeah,
you guys are fucking. He's your riding, man. You can actually go, or you're not there anymore, but you could have.
Yeah.
You could have. Yeah. I wonder. Actually, you rent real estate. I wonder if you have your office is there.
Yeah.
I wonder if, how does that work? Let's say you have an office. Do you have a vote, or do you have to reside in that town?
Well, last time I voted was when I was there. I went the first election that he won. I voted for him.
Right. So you could have gone. Yeah, he was in your riding.
It was my riding. I voted for him, and it was me being naive and being like, "Yeah, things are gonna change." And then that's when I think he was one of the last politicians. I was like, "Oh yeah, these guys are all scumbags. Like, why am I stupid? Why would anyone get into that for any other reason if they're not outwardly speaking about the corruption?"
Yeah,
they're part of it. You need someone who speaks out about it and goes in with the plan, but also isn't crazy.
Right. Yeah.
And it's hard to find.
It's sad. It's sad that we don't have politicians like that anymore that would actually call out bullshit.
It's very difficult to find. So where are they going to find you, dude? I put abdulbutt.com because it has all your social links, which are normally Twitter and Instagram. Abdul's Butt, which I always find hilarious.
Thank you, sir.
Is that the correct place?
Just YouTube, Abdul Butt Comedy on YouTube, and our podcast, me and Derek, Bacon No Bacon on
Bacon
YouTube.
No Bacon on YouTube, and where else?
We don't have anything else, man. We're just doing YouTube.
Just doing YouTube. Okay, so no
YouTube
audio.
on all the podcasts. Sorry, we're on iTunes and Podbean and all that, but we're not doing I don't have an Instagram handle or Twitter.
No, but that doesn't matter. But the important thing for podcast is all the audio platforms.
We're on all the audio platforms and YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, and I also put a link in the description. If you guys look, there's a link to your album on iTunes, Perceived Immigrant.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, and I got a new one that'll be coming out in the next month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the next month for sure. It's getting mixed right now and mastered, and then I'll put it out.
What are you gonna call it, or do you not want to announce it yet?
I haven't settled on a name yet. There's it's good. It was the last couple shows I did, and mostly all from one show, and mashed up, and I'll do something funny with it, I'm sure.
Okay, so when it comes out, you're gonna come back on. We're gonna promote that bitch.
Oh, for sure, buddy. Yeah.
I'm down with that. All right. So fucking thanks to everyone who was listening to this. PantelisComedy.com, Patreon.com/Pantelis. 2 drink minimum every Tuesday. It's live. Every Wednesday. It's up everywhere. That's all you're going to get. Abdul Butt Comedy. Is it? Or AbdulButt.com, actually. AbdulButt.com. And all his links are there. So you just go AbdulButt.com. And if you want to follow him on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything is there. And thank you all for checking him out.